Little did they know, they weren't standing on a sky bridge at all, but on the body of a colossal, ancient python, hundreds of meters long. As the python's scales fell away, this millennia-old creature finally awoke. By then, it was too late for the Tomb Raiders to escape. The next second, everyone was blasted into the air. Those who landed on rocks survived, while the unfortunate ones plummeted into the abyss. But they couldn't escape their tragic fate, for they had thoroughly enraged the bloodthirsty python. The python let out a deep, chilling roar, then opened its blood-red maw and roared furiously. One of the Tomb Raiders, startled, slipped and pulled the trigger, instantly being swallowed whole. The others dared not hesitate any longer, frantically drawing their guns and firing, but all their ordinary attacks were blocked by the python's scales. With a slight twist of its body, it pushed them into the bottomless abyss, and what followed was a truly tragic end for these Tomb Raiders. Just as the woman was about to be swallowed by the giant python, Paul suddenly jumped onto its head and stabbed it repeatedly. The python, in pain, quickly left, leaving the two trapped on a single pillar. Thinking the danger was over, they planned to use a rope to escape. However, when they were halfway up, the python suddenly turned back. A sudden charge sent the two men tumbling off the cliff. Fortunately, Paul slowed their fall with his dagger before they hit the ground, saving their lives. However, little did they know, they would discover a shocking secret. The place was not only littered with skulls, but also littered with the bones of children.
这怎么都是小孩子的尸骨？
古时候有种巫术，以活人祭祀小孩的血液纯净，他们应该是通过这些树藤吸取他们的血髓来供养这里的主人。
这是惨绝人寰。
Just as the two were filled with surprise, the bronze coffin in the center suddenly shook and began to seep blood, which frightened them so much that they quickly hid. But to everyone's surprise, a living person walked out of there, and he was from the village.
村长。
The two found this strange, so they followed them. However, they lost track of the village chief and instead stumbled upon the main tomb chamber. The general and his men were also there. Seeing that the two were still alive, he assumed the third piece of black jade must be in their possession and immediately asked them for it.
你想多了，我们没有找到另一块六边魔女。
The commander immediately turned hostile, and a major battle seemed imminent. Fortunately, Paul's mentor, Zhuge Xuan, suddenly appeared.